Here are the steps to install a tire carrier on your mullet mount. These are the tools you'll need and the hardware that's provided. A 9/16 inch wrench, a 7 32 inch Allen wrench or bit, 1 1/8 inch wrench or an adjustable wrench, a ratchet, and a drill is recommended but not required. You should also receive hex bolts, nylock nuts, washers, a wing nut, a plastic center puck, and a threaded rod and corresponding large washers and large nut. To start, install the top plate into the holes shown. Insert 4 hex head bolts and washers into the 4 corners of the top plate. On the back of all 4 bolts, hand fasten a washer and nylock nut. Tighten with a drill or ratchet using a 9/16 inch wrench to support the nylock nut on the back. Now mount the tire carrier to the center of the top plate using 2 hex bolts and washers. Hand fasten a washer and nylock nut to both of these bolts. Insert 3 bolts and washers to the bottom of the tire carrier. Bolts should go in the middle, far left, and far right holes. Hand fasten a washer and nylock nut to the back of all 3 bolts. Now tighten all 5 bolts on the tire carrier with a drill or ratchet using a 9/16 inch wrench to support the nylock nuts on the back. You may need to use a ratchet or Allen wrench to tighten the far left and far right bolts at the bottom of the tire carrier. Take your threaded rod and add a large washer. Insert the threaded rod from the back of the tire carrier. Add a large washer and nut to the front. Now tighten with wrench. Now lift tire onto the tire carrier and verify that the threaded bolt is centered and not carrying any weight on the tire. You may need to readjust the threaded rod to the center position. Once the rod is centered, insert the center puck and hand tighten with a wing nut. There is a hole at the end of the threaded rod for you to add a lock for additional security if you choose. Your tire carrier is now installed on your mullet mount.